Hey guys, welcome back to another pick a card reading. This reading is on who you are getting for Christmas. So if you felt called to click on this video, that is a good sign that someone is on their way to you during this Christmas time. So we will just hop right into the video. We have 4 piles to choose from. Pile 1, 2, 3, and 4. Feel free to pause this video for a moment if you need some time to meditate on which of these groups you feel the most drawn to. And then once you've decided, you can fast forward to the timestamps in the description box below. As always, thank you so much for watching. And without further ado, we will start with pile 1. Hey pile 1, welcome to your reading. For those of you who chose the Aquamarine, let's see who you are getting for Christmas. That's actually really funny. I'm wearing my Aquamarine bracelet too. Alright, so we'll start with your tarot. We have the 9 of Cups, the 6 of Cups, the 10 of Cups, the 5 of Wands, as well as the Queen of Pentacles. This is definitely someone who's very balanced in their feminine energy. We actually have quite a bit of cups, the 9, the 6, and the 10. All of these are pretty positive energies. And this person can be a smooth talker. There's a nice flow that is already set, having these cards in the beginning. So when you meet this person, you guys could be off to a really good start. They can make a good impression on you, or vice versa, or things could just get off at a good sort of pace between the two of you. What's funny here is that we have the word push. You can see that. So you might have to push a little bit to talk to them or get to know them. This is someone who's very intuitive though, so they can naturally tell sort of what you like, or yeah, specifically when it comes to you, what you're feeling, or how to talk to you even. But they're pretty intuitive in general. Also, having a lot of cups, they're probably a water sign or have some dominant water placements. You might meet them at a party. Also, I don't know why, but when I see this card, it just looks like an oven to me. So maybe at a restaurant or someplace that involves food. You could also just be out and about strolling or going into a shop, maybe doing Christmas shopping, and you meet that way. Yeah, this could also be like a storefront window as well. I feel like this first card has the most to do with how you'll first meet them, and then these rest of the cards sort of follow that consecutive order of how you will get to know them and how this will progress. Another thing is that your person has a very balanced feminine side. Maybe they have a lot of female friends, but also they're just good with people. They're connected to their emotions, and again, they're pretty intuitive. So I think that sort of creates a good basis for them being open to new people, meeting new people, and also just talking. I think this isn't someone who will be hard to approach or difficult to talk to, no. Also with you, I think they'll naturally open up to you. They'll like you. So yeah, that will definitely be probably the fun part at first, is getting to know them and introducing yourselves. So let's check out your oracle cards. We have healing family issues, as well as this could be the one. Ooh, this could be the one. And then we also have concomancy. Ooh, got the divine sensuality card for this pile. This card is definitely, it comes out in love readings when there is a lot of physical attraction and sensuality. Also, this person, you're gonna find them very sexy and hot. And then we also have visions, psychic images, clairvoyance. Ooh, seeing out of body travel. You could be traveling as well when you meet them. Okay, so starting off with this card. This card always comes out when there's a connection to the ocean. So this person, I know I said earlier they might be a water sign or have some heavy water placements. They could also just come from a place where there's a natural body of water and be extra connected to the ocean, seashells. I did say they're naturally intuitive as well, so they're a good listener. And especially with you, it seems I keep getting the feeling like they just know what you want, or they know sort of how to have a good time with you, how to liven things up, right? And then I'm getting a similar thing with visions. You could have dreams about this person. You could actually have a very interesting dream before you meet this person that might not really be connected. You know, like it wouldn't necessarily be a romantic dream, but you could be having a very active dream life leading up to when you meet them. And definitely seeing things more clearly. That's the thing. If this person is intuitive, you will also be picking up on these sort of connections and following your intuition as well when you meet them. This is an interesting card to have come out. Healing family issues. There could be some karma surrounding certain problems or just difficulties that you may be facing with your family. This could also be the other person's family as well. It doesn't have to be yours. Especially if you are sort of feeling more withdrawn from your family or sort of distance at this time of year, that is supposed where we have that kind of emphasis and a lot of commitments surrounding that area of life. I just hear take it slowly. Take it slowly with this person, as well as whatever other healing that comes up, okay? You want to be open to sort of go with the flow, especially at this time of year, and not be too rigid or closed off to exploring new ways of either seeing a situation or handling it, okay? That is definitely a word of advice that I have for you. And also I think your person will help facilitate that process as well. They seem to be very fluid. Not that they're not open to like commitment, or how do I say this? They seem to be a very emotionally mature person. They either have a lot of friends or they can handle friendships very maturely, so they sort of know when the other person, what the other person is willing to handle or where they're at, and can naturally gauge, okay, maybe this person isn't really looking for a friendship or a romantic relationship, but you can trust this person. Something that also came to mind when I saw this card is that you can trust them as far as they you'd throw them. You know that phrase? So Yeah, they're very easy to talk to and to get to know. I think really whatever it is that's coming through that's sort of stumping you up, especially at this time of year, has more so to do with something with other relationships, especially familial relationships, as opposed to your social life or other things that this might sort of impinge on, if that makes sense. We also have this could be the one. This person has something that you seek. They have, especially right where you're at this point in your life. So whether that's more stability, more fun, it will differ individually because this is a general reading. But whatever it is you sort of need right now, again, this person can sort of fulfill that. Not that that's all they're sort of here for. I think there's definitely a bigger sort of importance and reason for this, for them to not only fill this void, but also to help you sort of pick up on this to begin with. I mean, we do have the Ten of Cups here, which is the card of wholeness, fulfillment. It's also a family card too, which is kind of interesting. So maybe you could meet this person actually through devoting more time to family commitments, making that effort to reach out and really work with that as opposed to against it. But yeah, let's pull you guys some appearance cards. Let's see if we can get an idea of what your person looks like. Here's pile 1, getting for Christmas. We have ginger. I also see freckles too, so they could have a lot of freckles. Ooh, coarse hair. I also hear beautiful skin. They have a very bright complexion, sparkly eyes, and maybe a mustache for a man. Okay, this is way too many. Let's get a few more. We also have scars. Okay, this is an interesting one. This could mean physical, but also emotional too. It could be that this person masks certain emotional wounds very well. But I don't know about that so much. I think because this person is very honest and they're good at expressing their true emotions and their thoughts, I don't think there's gonna be anything like them purposely hiding how they feel necessarily, or even, you know, sort of masking underlying past hurts or anything like that. Let's get one more. Okay, we also have masculine. So yeah, you could be attracting a man. This person's very balanced. They have a good mix, I would say, of both feminine and masculine, yin and yang energies. Also, maybe physically, they have a very sort of angular jawline or face, very strong bones. They could also have a nose that's sort of pointy that sticks out. Okay, let's pull you guys some more cards. Pile 1. Who's pile 1 getting for Christmas? Okay, let's see what these have to say. Let's get this one. And this one. Okay, we have playfulness. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together. And remember, love is the greatest healer. So yeah, I definitely feel that you will start out as lighthearted friends, probably see each other multiple times and it will go from there. Also, I hear that this person, maybe the reason why we have this card, healing family issues, it could be that this person, especially if you bring them around your family, they can help sort of facilitate a smooth exchange. Your family might really just like this person as well. This is definitely a family person though. As much as, you know, I think you two will have a lot of fun together, this isn't someone who you would keep away from your family. I think they would be here for your person. And yeah, again, they just have a lot to offer you. And it makes sense with where you're at. Like if you need more fun, more playfulness, if you need more lightness in your life at this time, that is the purpose of you meeting this person. And then we also have Only Time Will Tell. Okay, that's the only card. So yeah, I'm not necessarily getting whether this will be a long-term relationship or not. I would just say that, yeah, only time will tell. But I do feel very happy. I think right off the bat, when you do meet this person, your life will start to fall more into place. You will feel better about where you're at as well. You might have more happiness coming in. I keep seeing clouds sort of scatter or sort of move out of the picture. So yeah, this could be an important healing time for you guys who chose this pile. You might be leaving past patterns behind or getting out of a pattern or a cycle that was really keeping you held up in a rut for a while. But yeah, this will definitely be a relationship that will have a lot of exploring. I think a lot of you finding out a lot about yourself through this person, and definitely connecting a lot deeper to your emotions. So I will roll the astro dice. Let's take the top 3 signs that this person could be. Alright, we have Gemini. That makes sense with playfulness. This person is very lively. They have a lot of energy. Sag. It could be a Sagittarius. And we also have Capricorn. Also, both of those signs are the seasons that are coming up or that are happening currently. So maybe this person has a birthday coming up. You can meet them at a party. All right. And then for the relationship, we have Leo, Neptune, and 8th house. Okay, yeah, a lot of deep emotional sort of spiritual connections here. Neptune is connected to dreams, fantasy. That makes sense with you guys sort of having an active dream life, either leading up to you meeting this person or even once you do meet them. I think it's because they're sending you a lot of psychic messages. And I don't think you're necessarily manifesting this person intentionally. I think it is just coming up for you. They're coming into your life because the universe is telling you that this is more of what you need at the moment, is some deep emotional connection here. Yeah, the 8th house is the house of intimacy. Again, there will be a lot of time as well for physical intimacy. You guys have very good chemistry. And I think there's also something about this person that is deeply attractive and at the same time mysterious to you. I can't quite put my finger on it. There's something, maybe it's like in the way that they look at you or in their voice, right? But there is something that's very alluring as well. And then lastly, Leo. Of course, Leo is the sign of celebration, fun. Leo also rules children. This person might really like children, but we do have this kind of emotional maturity with this person. So I think really that's why you're attracting them. That could be what you're looking for. You're looking for someone with a balance of that sort of emotional directness, someone who's not going to play around with you, but who is very lighthearted and a lot of fun, okay? So I will leave this pile here for now. I hope you liked it. If you did, feel free to give this video a thumbs up, comment, or subscribe. I would really appreciate that. And yeah, I hope you guys are having a super amazing day. Stay awesome, and I will see you guys later. Hey Pile 2, welcome to your reading. For those of you who chose the Citrine, I have a good feeling about you. Let's see who you are getting for Christmas. We have the Six of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, ooh yes, the Ten of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, as well as the Knight of Pentacles. All Pentacles, you guys, you got the jackpot here. These are all very positive Pentacle cards too. I mean, the Four of Pentacles is sort of iffy, but regardless, okay, having all Pentacles, your person has some strong earth energy. Maybe an earth moon, sun or rising. There's something very cute about the way that they look and sort of their demeanor. I can see already that they'll be kind of eyeing you. There's something about them where they might catch your attention. They could catch you off guard when you meet them. They could come out of the corner of nowhere and just introduce themselves. Although you would probably make the first move with this person because I think they tend to be more reserved. Yeah. They could really like animals. Have some pets here. So what I see is that because your person tends to be reserved, really getting them to open up to you it could take a bit of time for you to really get to know this person. I think they really guard their heart quite firmly. So yeah, they don't have that many connections or friendships, but those that they do have in their life, especially their animals, if they do have pets, are very precious to them. There's also something quite like cozy about the way that they dress. Maybe they wear a lot of sweaters. They could wear jeans, some tights, kind of wacky socks. I don't know why, but or like boots as well. And that goes for both genders too. But there is definitely something coming through here about their fashion sense. They could also sport like an ugly fashion sense as well. Maybe if they enjoy kind of oversized things too. But either way, this is someone who you find extremely attractive, especially from the first moment that you lay your eyes on them, you meet them. There might also be sort of because we have the King of Pentacles, there could also be a bit of an intimidation too, like maybe they seem out of your league, or vice versa. It could also be the other way around too, where they feel kind of shy and not really wanting to approach you. I also just heard that maybe the way that you meet them is that you'll have to ask for help or for directions. That could be really interesting. But I think they will definitely be very smitten with you. And I think the more that they sort of encounter you, run into you, or if you go and see each other more frequently, the more comfortable they will become and slowly start to open up and show you their true colors or their funky personality. Because there is something that's kind of wacky about the things that they like, or sort of the way that they do things. Also, what all these pentacles could be indicating as well is that this person is wildly successful. They could make a lot of money, or they could also be really lucky too. It is possible that this person gets jealous, or that they experience jealousy from others. So maybe that's again why either they don't go out more, they don't really flaunt their personality or show it off as much. So again, that can be a bit difficult, but I think they will really like you though. I'm getting kind of like a giddy feeling. So let's take a look at, and it makes sense, I think all the pentacles that we do have, pentacles are more slower moving, especially the Knight of Pentacles. He's the slowest knight, but he's the most steady and stable. He's always reliable and comes through. So I think that is something that you can definitely count on with this person, is their sense of stability, showing up, and always doing what they say they're gonna do. Okay, so let's take a look at your cards. We have religious factors. Let your friends help you. So you guys could sort of have the same friendship circles, or also meet each other through a common friend or acquaintance. And then we also have farewell to the moon, as well as air. Ooh, yeah, so there's a fresh air about this person. Maybe it's that, like, if they do have the same friends as you, it feels kind of weird because how have you not met them before? Or it could also just be that they're very different from the types of people who you usually go for or even hang out with. The farewell to the moon card, this is really magical. You could meet them on a full moon. It could be the full moon when you guys go on a date. There's something very just magical about when you do spend time together, and sort of how this process opens up for both of you guys and you progressing. It says appreciate and enjoy the lunar light cycles. So I think every time that you do spend together will feel very special, like a treat. Maybe it's that you don't get to see this person that often, so every time you do, it's like you're making the most of it. Something that I do feel as well is that you have common dreams or ambitions in life. You guys get each other. Even if you have, on the outside or outwardly, it seems like you have different natures. I think on a deeper level, you guys have something sort of in common that connects you two. We do have religious factors, which does complicate things. It says your life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So especially if this pertains to them being very religious or even being of a different religion, that could be also what this is. That is sort of holding them back at the beginning, because I do think that it will be very friendly, but there's something that's slower moving here, or just that is sort of, I don't know, kind of stunting the growth of this taking off. You can see how this knight is looking back. So yeah, I'm not quite sure. I mean, it could be a combination of these things, them being sort of reserved, slower moving, maybe coming from a very conservative family or upbringing. I mean, we do have let your friends help you, so I think this will definitely assist them maybe stepping out of their comfort zone or making the first move, especially if they are very scared of doing that. It could start out like with them having a very kind of innocent crush on you and then wanting to actually initiate things or move things along. So even if that's also on your end as well, letting your friends, counting on your friends for advice, for help, maybe even going on a double date or inviting them along could help this kind of, get things moving. Okay. But this person, it's very cute, they're curious about you. They might be asking their friends or asking others questions about you. They might look you up after they meet you. I know, I wouldn't put it past this person to do some secret research beforehand. But it feels good. There's definitely something that's very genuine about this person and the connection that you'll form with them. As I said, they seem to be a breath of fresh air. They're likely not the usual type that you would go for, even though you will, trust me, you will find them very attractive and beautiful. It could also just be that maybe you're not necessarily expecting to meet someone when you do meet them, or that you're not necessarily looking to get into a relationship right now. That could also be why this is like slower moving. Maybe you guys have different priorities, or you guys are, kind of focusing on other things. But this is someone who you will probably have around in your life for a while. Even if it doesn't end up being romantic, it could still be a solid friendship with this person too. And I think there's definitely something about you that they really just appreciate, as in you holding space for them to reach out and to sort of do their own thing and take their time. They'll really appreciate that, and it'll make them cozy up to you a lot faster. So let's see if we can get any physical appearance messages for you. Pile 2. What do we have? Oh, we got 3. We have colored hair. Sharp features. I don't know why, but whenever I see this woman, she just looks really paranoid. Okay, maybe that's a message, as in this person is just very cautious, or, as I said, if they're the type of person who is just very careful, that could also be what is influencing these interactions too. And then we also have small nose. Yeah, there's definitely something about their face that is very cute, and I don't know, they catch your attention. I can see them having very wide and round eyes. Maybe they have moon eyes. It could also be that they wear glasses and that makes their eyes pop. This person could also really like horses too. Horses, dogs, especially. I really think that they have some pets, or that they're very connected to animals. They're very good with animals. Alright, let's keep going. Whoa. These are too many. Let's get maybe 3. Pile 2. Ooh, okay, we have new beginning. It says a new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. Ooh, another thing that I also just got when looking at this air card is that, again, going back to sort of what they look like, it takes your breath away. There's something about them that, yeah, just takes your breath away. It could be that they stop you in your tracks when you first see them, or, when if they like talk to you, you're sort of caught off guard. Another vision that I keep seeing is sort of being at a bus stop or waiting for a train, and maybe them sitting next to you and asking you a stupid question or just asking you, maybe like remarking on what you're wearing, or yeah, maybe a mundane comment, but you're sort of caught off guard, almost like, why are you talking to me? Or just, who is this person? You know, they're very curious. That doesn't hold them back, you know, but I think generally they tend to be more shy. So that is, yeah. And then we also have, let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. Okay, that is another big message for this relationship. And I think one of the reasons why they will also be just very attracted to you is that kind of space that you give them. It's almost like you allow enough room to where you can hold their hand into this relationship. Because I am sort of feeling like you are the person who will sort of take more charge in this relationship and get things going. Or you will be the guiding force and initiate things. Even if this person does initiate, they will sort of let you take the reins on this one, okay? So yeah, allowing a lot of flexibility, room, especially for growth, right? I keep seeing like you know, holding their hand, but also allowing them space to go off on their own or walk ahead of you if they want, you know? That could be literally your relationship when you meet up, is a mix of holding hands while also them walking ahead of you and sort of, you know, what's that? They're very curious and childlike in a way. But I think, again, it's exciting. It'll kind of leave you breathless and just wanting more excitement, more life into your experiences. So let's find out what sign or signs that this person could be. We will take the top 3. Okay, so we have Scorpio, we also have Cancer. Cancer is so cute. And we also have Pisces. Okay, interesting. So we got all the water signs. So yeah, this person could be a water sign. And then for the relationship, we have Scorpio. We got Scorpio again. Okay. Neptune, as well as 5th house. So what's interesting about Scorpio, and I think why it's coming up a lot, could be that Scorpio tends to be a more reserved sign. Like, they don't give away everything. And also they're very protective. This person is protective of their heart. They have a lot to offer you, and this could easily develop into a full-blown relationship, right? Where you guys spend a lot of your time together. But I think at first, you know, there's sort of this mystery, like this person isn't willing to share everything about themselves, right? So yeah, developing trust and becoming close, it will be a bit slower moving. We have Neptune here. Neptune is the planet fantasy. It's a very fluid planet. I feel like there's gonna be that kind of just magical spark between you, especially just when you first catch their eye or they catch your eye, or both, you know, it could be mutual. But I am intensely getting a love at first sight, or you will notice them. There's definitely that element here and that spark. And then we have the 5th house. So the 5th house is the house of children, games. Okay, so this person they are a bit of a child themselves. I keep seeing someone who sort of goes off on their own, like runs off. Maybe as a kid they would get lost or, you know, kind of wander off. It could also be, you know, because they connect so well with animals too, they're not always in their physical body. But I think that the overall kind of theme here in the relationship will be you kind of reining in this person a little bit. The fifth house is also the house of romance, so it makes sense showing up here. It's very light-hearted. I think one or both of you guys will have a crush on each other before this actually cements into something, but this pile definitely feels very romantic. So yeah, no matter how slow moving it is at the start, you guys will eventually get to a place where things just take off all of the sudden, especially to the point where you guys become so close and spend so much time together that you really kind of merge into one. Neptune, right? So overall, I would say that this person and this relationship that you're attracting, getting for Christmas, has a lot to do with opening up to going with the flow, especially at this person's pace, right? Because I do see them being pretty slow, but also at the same time, they themselves are never boring. They are always doing something new, going to different places, having something new to share with you. So this is someone who you will never tire of, and I think who will become, or has the potential to become, a lifelong partner. Okay, so I will leave this pile here for now. These were the main things I was seeing. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, feel free to give this video a thumbs up, comment, or subscribe. I would really appreciate that. And yeah, I hope you guys are having a super amazing day. Stay awesome, and I will see you guys later. Hey pile 3, welcome to your reading. For those of you who chose the Lemurian Quartz, this is a beauty. Let's see who you are getting this Christmas. Oh wow, okay, we have the 10 of Swords, the 8 of Swords, the 5 of Swords. Got a lot of swords, guys. Wow. We also have the Empress, the Hermit, as well as the Hierophant. Okay. We got a lot of cards. Hopefully you guys can see it. Okay, so the first message that I'm getting is the way you will meet this person won't be romantic. It might be in a work setting, a more professional setting. So yeah, there's sort of kind of something that's a turnoff at first. I don't think it's this person though. I think it's really the setting in which you guys meet. They could be a coworker. You could meet them. They might be like a new person at work. It doesn't have to be at your work though. It could also be in just an office setting. Yeah, maybe it's like you meet them in the waiting room of a doctor's office or some kind of appointment. I don't know, it just feels corporate and not something that you look forward to. Okay. So that is actually very interesting. That's the thing with the 10 of Swords, because this is a card that we dread, especially, also these other Swords cards as well. And the 5 of Swords indicates something kind of conflicting, possibly getting in the way of you actually meeting this person or even getting to know them, right? So, especially if that has to do with the setting through which you guys know each other. Maybe you have a mutual acquaintance who isn't that fun either. Whatever it is, this seems like, I don't know, I keep hearing like a joke or a laughing stock. Maybe that's what bonds you two together at first. If you guys have kind of an inside joke about someone who you both sort of don't like or trust. This is kind of a juicy reading off the bat. There's something about this person where they're not, it's not apparent at first that you have romantic chemistry or that this could even be a relationship, all right? As I said, it's probably because of the setting through which you meet them, but it doesn't have to be that necessarily. It could also just be that maybe you see them once and then you don't really see them for a while. Or maybe you guys have kind of conflicting schedules at work. Yeah, something though is kind of getting in the way of this at first. But then we go to all these major arcana cards. And this Empress, let me tell you, this is someone who has a lot to offer you. They're very trustworthy, steady. They have a reliable income. They could have kids. Or maybe they have some kind of interest that they are steadily investing in. Okay, there's kind of a feeling with this person where they're planning for the future, or that they themselves would be a good future investment, a relationship with them. We have some Taurus, actually. The Empress is associated with Taurus, and the Hierophant rules the sign of Taurus. So I should say that, yeah, maybe your person has some Taurus in their chart. But I'm also getting a lot of air energy too, because of the swords. So this is someone who is very mental. They're in their head a lot of the time. It might be hard to tell what they're thinking. But I think though that your conversations will be very funny. You guys both have a similar sense of humor, which makes it easy for you to kind of connect. What I hear is that it won't be awkward at all. Even if you do meet under an awkward circumstance, right? You guys will be able to get over that hump, no problem, because I don't know, I think this person is very comfortable when it comes to handling social interactions or even difficult people. So it will be sort of easy to open up and to get to know them. It just getting over this initial hump of it maybe seeming maybe strange or a bit uncomfortable at first, depending on, again, how you meet or how this person finds their way into your life. Also, this person sort of they're your match, they're your equal. So I think another thing that you will feel very drawn to when it comes to entering into a relationship with them will be that equal dynamic and fairness that you guys already have established in a friendship. I think this will definitely be a case where it starts off as a very good friendship. You guys are good friends, you're chummy, you get each other, and it will progress. Definitely. Coffee dates are a thing. I hear coffee, chatting on the phone, things that are very casual. Again, it seems like you guys have a good way of just chatting each other up and also having similar interests as well. So let's take a look at your oracle cards. We have past life relationship as well as playfulness. Okay, yeah, playfulness. This is apparent. You guys, you have that kind of childlike banter. You guys, specifically, I'm hearing that you guys kind of like to gossip together or kind of talk about other people behind their back, which is very funny. It could also, again, just be that you have a lot of inside jokes that are very funny and sort of unusual as well. I think you guys have no shame when you're around each other. So yeah, it seems like a kind of jokester relationship at first. Maybe you guys aren't taking it seriously, and then, you know, as you get closer and enjoy each other's company, you start to really realize that, hey, like I actually have a very deep connection with this person. You guys see eye to eye on fundamental things. And I think you will develop a very deep sort of bond with one another, especially if you end up having to both face the same challenge or, yeah, deal with difficult circumstances. Maybe this for a while will have to be like a long distance thing, or again, there could just be, if you make it through the first hump, you guys will really then get to open up and see what this relationship could be. Because I think there's actually a lot of long-term potential here. We do have the Hierophant here at the end. So maybe in the, you know, far future, marriage could be a thing for some of you. But this past life relationship speaks to the sense of close familiarity that you have with this person. So even if this doesn't end up being romantic and you remain friends, very good friends for a while, what's cool is that this person, there's a deep bond that you have with them. It's almost like you've known them before. You could have actually known this person before, or there's certain qualities that they have which seem a bit too familiar, okay? But also, this is a kind of spicy dynamic as well that you have with one another. This person will love making jokes, making you the butt of the joke, and there's also a lot underneath the surface happening as well. This person, the thing is, while they are a good jokester, they are actually very serious, and maybe sometimes they overcompensate with that by being very funny, right? But deep within, at their core, they are very romantic and are very much concerned with their future and things that are steady and long term. And then your other cards are Coral's Wisdom as well as Time and Tide. Okay, so what I'm getting with Time and Tide, this says oceanic spells and rituals. So this might take some time, you know, to develop. I don't think this relationship will happen overnight. It's almost like a cycle or a process. It feels like things are coming full circle. And this seems very profound as well. I think this is a very, this person may come to be a very important person in your life. Seeing these major arcanas, but also what I'm feeling, especially with past life relationship, because you sort of know each other or are very familiar with each other's natures at that core soul level, there is something that feels very fated as well about this connection, especially with the way that you guys meet, because it's not going to be apparent at first just how amazing and important this person will be to you. And then Coral's Wisdom, this says colony, delicacy, fragility, works that are created over long periods of time. What's standing out is delicacy. So I think both of you guys are very nice to each other. There's almost like a feeling of being almost too polite where you guys don't want to stir the waters at all, you know, but also that this is something that's being created, that's in the works, even if you can't really see it to its full extent. This relationship, as it grows, may come to resemble something that's very intricate and very complicated. But, you know, again, something that ends up cementing your lives together. All right. So let's pull you guys some physical appearance cards. What does your person look like? We have short hair. Too many of them fell on the ground, so I'm going to pull you guys a few more. Pile 3. Oh, we also have bald. That's interesting. We also have dark lipstick. Let's get you guys one more. The shorter hair and the bald, that is coming through. Oh, we have 2. We have attractive as well as baby face. Okay, so yeah, your person has very fine features. They seem mature, but maybe on the outside they look very youthful. And yeah, there's kind of a symmetricalness as well to their face, especially their smile and the way their eyes are aligned with the rest of their face. They might also have some tattoos. They also could have kind of elf ears or have a bit of an elf face too, which is super cute. I mean, we do have the Empress. So the Empress, that's a card that's associated with Venus. So whatever this person looks like, you will find them attractive off the bat. I don't think it will register like, hey, we have chemistry, or actually, like, what if I was to get into a relationship with this person? But that is definitely something you'll notice, is that they look very fine. And they might actually be your type too. Okay, let's keep going. Pile 3. Who are you getting for Christmas? Oh wow, okay. A lot. Okay. Maybe, ooh, okay. These two. Okay, we have romance, Cupid's arrow strikes, as well as close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. Okay, so it could also be that maybe when you meet this person, also, which is very soon, I think that this person, they're coming in quick, they're coming in hot. It could be that you're kind of caught off guard. You're not really, like, your eyes aren't open to them or to being in a relationship, okay? And I think you're also working on allowing yourself to feel things, to forgive and not be too hard on yourself. So you're slowly allowing more joy into your life. And I don't know, there's something about when you meet this person, it's almost like a key to a door of your personality or your life. A new door is opening. This person holds the key to that. And that will bring in romance. That will bring in joy and also friendship. As I said, I think that is such a strong theme in this relationship, especially at the start. But going forward, you guys will always be friends. This relationship will be built on that. And I think that's why it has so much potential, especially for the long term. And as you guys grow and develop throughout your lives. So let's roll the astro dice. Let's see if we can get their sign. We will take the top 3. Pile 3. All right, we have Virgo. Actually, hey, we did get the Hermit card. That is associated with Virgo. We also have Gemini. Oh my gosh, we got Virgo again. Actually, what's funny about this group, that's a lot of mercurial energy, and Mercury actually is associated with conversation, and it's a very social planet. So again, I think you guys will just have so many very funny talks and conversations, especially when you run into each other. You could talk on the phone for hours with this person. There's just a lot of kind of mental stimulation and chemistry there too. So let's do one more. And we also have Sag. Okay, so your person could be a Virgo. They could have any of these signs in their chart: Virgo, Gemini, or Sagittarius. And then for the relationship, yeah. Oh my gosh, you guys, we have Mercury, 7th house. This falls exactly into place. The 7th house is the house of relationships. So, yeah, you guys naturally, you know, whether it's friendship or romantic, you guys will always have just such a strong relationship with one another, always hold each other in high regard. I think you will really just like this person as a person. No, it doesn't have to be about romance necessarily, even though that's coming through and you guys have this spark you have when you're together. There's just a lot of bubbly kind of excitement. You know, you might get literal butterflies when you're with this person just because of you already knowing that they have so much to talk about. You have so much to tell one another, right? And then we also have Sagittarius again. So this is a very futuristic, kind of optimistic sign. This relationship, it will be more fiery, right? It's dynamic. There's a lot of energy between the two of you when you come together. And Mercury is very much about the mental capacities, the mind, you guys communicating to each other, right? And it's beautiful. I think you have something very valuable in this person. When you're together, it's like sparks. And as I keep saying, this is something that you guys will always have and never tire of. And it's almost like when you are together too, you can overcome challenges and kind of get through the worst and, you know, find reasons to be positive and happy, okay? So yeah, I really do see there being a lot of potential for this pile. I will leave it here for now. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you liked it, feel free to give this video a thumbs up, comment, or subscribe. I would really appreciate that. And yeah, I hope you guys are having a super amazing day. Stay awesome, and I will see you guys later. Hey, pile 4, my final pile. Welcome for all of you who chose the Dalmatian Jasper. Let's see who you are getting for Christmas. Ooh, okay, so we have, what do we have? The Magician, the Fool, the High Priestess, as well as the Lovers. Wow. Okay, so we got Got all major arcana cards for you guys. So this is very new. This relationship could be very new for you, especially if you guys, if it's been a while since you've met someone who you actually like, or since you've last been in a relationship. For some of you guys, this could also be your first time too. There is something nerdy about this person, okay? You can see from the glasses, but also this kind of wink here. Oh my gosh, I heard tweet. Like maybe this person likes Twitter. That is something else right now, but yeah, this person can be big on social media. You might meet them through social media. There's just something so perfect though about them and about this relationship too. It's almost like a puzzle piece fitting perfectly. They fit so well with your life and your interests too, especially if you have some weird interests. This person is here for that. They themselves also have weird interests of their own. There's a lot to find out about this person. Some of that might be found out in the bedroom. I don't know, but you will definitely be very excited when you meet them. And every time that you do meet them, there's this feeling like no time is the same as the last. There's always, it's always very different. Whenever you do see them, you do different things with them, or they themselves are different, or have just come off a plane from somewhere, have something new to share. Whatever it is, it feels very exciting. There is a lot of magic though here. I mean, when we break it down, the Fool is the first card. Actually, hey, a lot of these cards are early energies in the tarot as well. So that again makes me think that this is someone so new for you. It could be a little scary, like getting into a relationship with this person, because I don't know, there's something kind of unreal about how perfect they are for you. Unreal about this person too. They're not, it's not as much about them as a physical person as just their essence, you know, whenever you think about them. They have a big presence though, but it's not physical. It's more so etheric, right? I don't know how to describe it. But yeah, there's something otherworldly about them. And this relationship is magical, the way that it comes into being. The time in your life when you meet them. Also, one of you is more left brain and then the other is right brained. So again, it's like you complete those two different sides. Both of you may be the opposite, but you're very complementary. I think your person is probably the more left brain person. They're probably brainy and they love learning and knowledge. Oh my gosh, your person, they love reading. They could be Japanese, or maybe there's something, maybe they like Japanese movies or plays. That is really random, but yeah. And hey, we do have the Lovers here, which is romance. You guys naturally have a lot of romantic chemistry, and physically there's something very stunning about your person, and they will find you the same way. I think they'll be very inspired by you and kind of surprised. Maybe you end up being very different from how they originally think you'll be, you know? But yeah, it's like this feeling of both of you guys finding out a lot about the other, and that being so magical and exciting, and you know, a lot of what makes you guys fall in love with each other. I do think this relationship will be a love relationship for sure. And the High Priestess is connected with magic as well. The High Priestess, though, is very intuitive. She's in touch with the spirit world. She holds all the knowledge and wisdom. So there's kind of this feeling with this relationship. Not only is it meant to be, but that it could be divinely planned in a way that's kind of meant for you guys to run into each other or cross paths. And there is something kind of timeless as well about it, where, as I said, every time that you do meet this person will be a very different experience. They may come and go out of your life, but I don't know, every time you meet them, it does feel like a first time. But yeah, let's get into your oracle cards and see what we have. Okay, so we have heart-to-heart conversations, as well as trust. Okay, yeah, trust is a big one. The thing is that this is someone who you can trust, and that will be clear from the get-go. And I think that's also what makes this feel very unique and special to the both of you, is that you can be like children with one another. It feels very innocent, especially at first. Especially, you know, the Fool, the Magician, and then the Lovers, right? There's that kind of air of just excitement, mystery, fantasy, especially, that you can play out with this person. They could be whatever you want them to be. But also there's just a lot of chemistry, and especially I see you guys being able to having no trouble actually expressing your emotions to one another. I think this relationship will probably move along at a faster rate, you know, compared to some of the other piles. It says, honesty, discuss your feelings with each other. Another thing that I'm getting as well is that even though you have such an easy flow and get along so well, that doesn't mean that this is one of those relationships where it becomes boring because of how easy it becomes. No, this person will challenge you. You guys will have debates, discussions. You could have fights or arguments, but there's always this respect that you have for the other person's opinion, where you're coming from. You guys could come from completely opposite backgrounds as well. But I think just being honest with each other, having that trust to say whatever you feel, is so important to the way that this relationship unfolds. And also, you know, how this person, the place that they hold in your life. Okay, let's take a look at your other cards. I'm sorry if this is a bit grainy, it is kind of getting darker out. And then, okay, so we have water flight. It says heaviness lifts, burdens are cast away, weightlessness. Okay, so yeah, the feeling that I get with this is that your person, they kind of wander from place to place. It might seem as though they're flighty, but it's more so that they're very light. And what's cool about this connection is that both of you guys give each other a lot of space and freedom and independence to be yourself. That's one of the, actually, that is what defines this relationship, and I think why it will be successful is because this person allows you to be yourself. You can be whoever you want, even if that's really weird for you, in front of them. And yeah, it may surprise them, it may catch them off guard, but it will never turn them off or make them dislike you. They will always respect you for being yourself. And we also have the falling in love card. It says, kissing the divine in another, in yourself. So this falls perfectly in line with the Lovers card that we have. There's something also magical about your first kiss with this person. I don't know, the way it happens, especially if it is unplanned or if it just happens in a mysterious way. That is something that will be significant. Also, I just feel like this relationship, this person, because it feels unreal, it's almost like a dream. It's dreamy. There's a huge element of fantasy, of entering into their world. Your person is on a higher vibration, so it could be the kind of thing where every time you see them, especially if you haven't seen them for a while, and you meet up, you sort of have to adjust, you know, because you're trying to meet them where they're at, which is definitely, they're on their own, they're on their own level. This seems like someone who is very spectacular, unique, different from the types of people who you know or who you have in your life. They're also a one of a kind. You would never meet someone like this person in any other, I don't know, in any other time of your life or place. And that's what feels so timeless as well about this relationship. And you always being able to kind of come back to that fresh start and that beginning, who you guys are when you first met. Especially if you are young at the moment and you meet them now, at whatever age you're at, still, they bring out that more childlike innocence and purity of your character, of who you are and who you want it to be. So let's see if we can get some physical appearance cards. Okay, this one. This one. Actually, let me put these back. These came out for the last pile, so let me give this a good shuffle. Oh, okay. These ones also came out. Okay, pile 4. What does pile 4's person look like? Pile 4. Let's take a look. Okay, so we have styled hair, high class, resting bitch face. I love this card. Okay, so yeah, your person, they might not be the easiest to read, or they could just usually have a more blank expression. And we also have dark eyes as well. I love this high class card. There is kind of something very majestic about them. They have a regal presence. They have nice hair, very luxurious, fine hair. No matter what gender, they are very well groomed. They always kind of look put together. So even if they're wearing something that doesn't seem like it would take a lot of time to put together, they make it look put together. Okay? And I love these dark eyes. It's like they draw you in. Maybe they wear glasses. They also might have a very rare eye color. Maybe it could also be gray or green too. Your person also might stare at you a lot, especially at the beginning, but it's not bad. It's not that they're judging you. But also they wouldn't make you feel like they're judging you either. But it's that they're very intrigued and want to learn so much about you. Okay, let's keep going. Get you guys a few more cards. Ooh, we have Secret Admirer, Embrace. Yeah, it says through each other you find the missing pieces. Your person, they're definitely that puzzle piece that we were talking about earlier. And then we also have beware of what you are projecting, for the qualities you admire in one another are qualities you both possess. Equally so, the qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. That is interesting. This person, they do kind of feel like a soulmate, or, you know, someone who is that opposite side of the coin that you're on. But there's also something, yeah, there's something so deep that binds you two together. Even if you come from opposite backgrounds, it could be that you both had a near-death experience, or maybe both of you guys are very protective of your siblings. Something very kind of deep like that. This Secret Admirer card is interesting. I think maybe one of you will have a secret crush on the other person before it becomes known. Yeah, I don't really see one of you guys asking the other out. I think it will happen more along the lines of you both realizing that you like each other and then just going from there, you know, and then maybe having that first kiss. But I don't really see it necessarily you guys acknowledging or having to officially announce that you're in a relationship, right? I think naturally it will just happen. And yeah, it will go really fast, I think, with this person. So let's take the top 3 signs that they could be. Pile 4. We have Gemini, Leo, and Pisces. Okay, so your person, they could be any of those signs or have those as their sun, moon, or rising. And then for the relationship, okay, so we have Gemini, 7th house, and Saturn. Wow. This definitely feels like a soulmate. 7th house is naturally the house of relationships, so you guys, I don't know, naturally it just falls into place, even if you are coming from a place of not wanting to be in a relationship or not necessarily realizing that this is your person. It will just happen magically. And then the Gemini, yeah, so these are those conversations that we were talking about. Gemini is also that sense of liveliness whenever we get it in a love reading or as representing this relationship. There's a lot of honest communication, trust, freedom to be yourselves, independence. And Gemini is very refreshing. It's different. Again, like every time you meet each other, it will feel like a different time. It's very youthful. And then we also have Saturn. So Saturn represents commitment. It's the planet of karma. So I think this relationship, there's a lot of just concrete similarities happening and things that will bind you two together. Marriage is definitely in the cards whenever we have Saturn. And I think ultimately with Saturn, there's this sense of karma, success at work. So you guys could well know each other for a long time. You could be together with this person. You know, you could be with them for the rest of your life. But there's certainly a gift, a Christmas gift. They just seem so perfect for you. Like you're equal. And also with Saturn, there's that sense of growth too. So they'll challenge you. They'll challenge you to look outside of yourself, to grow. The 7th house also deals with mirroring and reflections. So this relationship has that potential as well for inner work, as well as deep soul connection too. So I will leave this pile here for now. I hope this was helpful. If you guys liked it, feel free to give this video a thumbs up, comment, or subscribe. I would really appreciate that. And yeah, I hope you guys are having a super amazing day. Stay awesome, and I will see you guys later.